The confrontation in the blood-soaked corridor reaches its peak when Gao Changkong refuses to personally engage Sun Luxuan, instead sending his vice-captain Ji Yushin forward as his champion. Gao Changkong reveals that his ability, Death as Reincarnation, has allowed him to simulate this exact battle countless times across endless cycles of death and rebirth, thoroughly analyzing Sun Luxuan's abilities until he could prepare the perfect counter. He boasts that Ji Yushin is someone specifically prepared for the veteran bodyguard. Sun Luxuan, unwavering as befits a top-tier expert, declares that even if he cannot win, he only needs to hold his opponent off to buy time. Ji Yushin drags his massive longsword forward at breakneck speed, and with a blinding green flash that erupts across the entire floor, both warriors vanish from the corridor. Sun Luxuan finds himself trapped within an endless green void, a spatial ability Ji Yushin names Solo, from which no one can escape until the user is killed. The old bodyguard's face contorts into a demonic mask as he unleashes countless black threads, each a deadly blade, filling the entire space in an inescapable net around his opponent. Ji Yushin laughs and rapidly swings his greatsword, deflecting the thousands of threads, and coldly reveals that his combat strength is also captain level. The narrative recalls Zhang Yi's earlier speculation that someone who could trigger endless cycles would accumulate time and experience far surpassing everyone else, forging even a useless person into a powerful being. Gao Changkong discovered Ji Yushin as his rough gem, and through all the simulated lifetimes, he forged him into a warrior whose nominal vice-captain rank hides true captain-level power, meaning the Samsara squad possesses 2 captain-level fighters, the real reason they dared to challenge Blizzard City. With Sun Luxuan sealed away in the solo zone, Gao Changkong calmly walks to the command room door and effortlessly pushes open the tightly closed metal door. Inside, the staff stare at him with complex expressions, many having once been his fans, unsure how to face a former hero-turned-traitor. Lan Xinqing stands before Zhu Zhang, denouncing Gao Changkong's treason and demanding to know if he understands the consequences. Gao Changkong ignores him, telling everyone to go home, declaring that he has come only for Zhu Zhang and the others may leave to avoid collateral damage. When Lan Xinqing rallies the staff to protect Marshal Zhu Zhang, only a few desperate subordinates rush forward, gambling that survival could win them the commander's favor. Lan Xinqing grabs a black-clad guard by the collar and orders him to go and kill Gao Changkong, but the guard trembles in fear, lacking the courage to challenge the legendary Will King. Zhu Zhang, fixing his gaze steadily on Gao Changkong, demands to know why he betrayed his own people and conspired with the damned Japanese Ronin, a crime he cannot tolerate even more than the betrayal itself. Gao Changkong smiles contemptuously, dismissing the so-called Ronin as nothing but his tools, claiming that even if Deng Shintong had been killed and Zhang Yi defeated, he would have personally slain them both in the end. He admits there was a slight unexpected turn of events, but insists it will not affect the final outcome. Gao Changkong's original scheme, Plan A, required Deng Shintong to die in the Eclipse Moon conflict, after which he would naturally inherit the mission of defeating the invaders and become the most prestigious figure in Blizzard City. Inching ever closer to the core of power, he would eventually fabricate an accident to kill Zhu Zhang and install himself as the new commander, creating a completely new Blizzard City according to his own will. But Zhang Yi did not die. Instead, he successfully destroyed Eclipse Moon, forcing Gao Changkong to fall back on Plan B, exploit the city's internal weakness and directly eliminate Zhu Zhang in a frontal assault. Zhu Zhang, fitting the pieces together with cold fury, accuses Gao Changkong of being the spy all along, the one who leaked intelligence and caused the Celestial Squad's failed encirclement and Zhang Yi's ambush by the Eclipse Moon and the Heavenly Dragon Pirates. Gao Changkong approvingly acknowledges the commander's sharp reaction, noting only that he realized it a little too late. Gao Changkong turns his gaze to the trembling staff, declaring that he does not enjoy indiscriminate killing and that these talented people will be needed to govern the Jiangnan region in the future. Only Zhu Zhang must die, so they may all leave now. The atmosphere turns suffocating as a woman finally breaks down, crying that she wants to go home, and Gao Changkong gallantly steps aside to let her flee. Her departure shatters the dam of hesitation, and the staff rush toward the door in a desperate stampede of self-preservation. Zhu Zhang closes his eyes and orders even his hesitant subordinates to leave, and they whisper their farewells before following the others. Only Lan Xinqing remains, not out of noble sacrifice but because he is bound to Zhu Zhang's fate as his secretary. If the commander dies, he will lose everything and be branded a deserter by the new regime, so he chooses to fight now rather than die miserably later. Facing his end, Zhu Zhang demands to know Gao Changkong's true grievance, asking what the Jiangnan region ever did to wrong him. Gao Changkong's mocking laughter turns icy as he reveals that after the apocalypse, his parents, both over 60 years old with no ability to survive, died because of regulations Zhu Zhang issued that drove them out of Blizzard City. From that moment, he never stopped longing to kill Zhu Zhang and every official who co-authored those laws. Zhu Zhang closes his eyes and defends the decision as a brutal necessity. Jinling had 15 million permanent residents at the time, plus refugees flooding in from surrounding cities, and without measures permitting only those who could provide higher value to live, the final result would have been everyone dying together. Gao Changkong sarcastically applauds this fair and incorruptible speech, then tears it apart. He points out that Zhu Zhang himself is nearly 60 and not an extraordinary person, yet lives off his position while his wife and son never work, and the high-ranking officials of Blizzard City and their families enjoy lives of luxury. The towering walls stretching from Sector S to Sector E are, to him, natural barriers between social classes, monuments to the hypocrisy of a system that never offered fairness from the start. He mocks the dying commander for spouting fairness when in Gao Changkong's eyes, the people of Sector E were always treated as inferiors. Zhu Zhang falls silent, then offers a pragmatic defense that absolute fairness is inherently difficult to achieve, since he needed the support of certain organizations and had to grant them privileges. Gao Changkong, having finally vented half a year of accumulated hatred, declares that no one is born superior, and at this moment, Zhu Zhang's life rests entirely in his hands. Gao Changkong raised his palm, ready to strike down Zhu Zhang, viewing the act as a sacred slaying of a false deity to reshape a world built on lies. But before the blow could land, a familiar voice echoed through the command room, and a dazzling white light transformed into a portal. From it stepped Deng Shintong, the man supposedly killed in Jiangning City, now alive and clad in a silver combat suit, flanked by a dozen powerful superhumans in silver armor, including Celestial Squad Vice Captain Bai Chunyu. Lan Xingqing was startled, but Zhu Zhang remained calm, revealing that the city's emptiness was a deliberate trap orchestrated with Deng Yuanbo to force the traitor into the open. Zhu Zhang expressed regret that Gao Changkong, a captain-level talent, had chosen betrayal. Deng Shintong confronted Gao Changkong, declaring he had studied the man's mission data and deduced his true ability. He dismissed death as reincarnation as a lie, asserting that no one can manipulate the spacetime of the entire universe. Instead, he revealed Gao Changkong's real power was reincarnation deduction, a predictive ability that uses known information to deduce future events, but only centered on a specific person. Since Deng Shintong's resurrection was outside the scope of that deduction, Gao Changkong's advantage was nullified, leaving his combat strength at only vice captain level. Deng Shintong drew his adamantium military knife, confident he could kill the rebels within half an hour before Tu Yunlai and Zhang Yi returned. Gao Changkong sighed, then revealed that Deng Shintong's appearance was also within his expectations. He had never believed the man would be killed by a Ronin, and he had been planning revenge against the entire Blizzard City leadership from the start. He asked Deng Shintong if he would have revealed his true strength under such circumstances, and delivered a final warning: his ability was not something he could only use once a day. The confrontation escalated as Gao Changkong's killing intent surfaced, leaving the outcome of the battle hanging in the balance. Deng Shintong reeled from Gao Changkong's revelation that his arrival with the new Celestial Squad had been predicted within the reincarnation cycles. Gao Changkong instantly activated the martial arts arena ability, tearing them from the command room into a pitch-black void where only the two combatants existed. Deng Shintong immediately unleashed his great Sumeru illusion, manipulating light to assault the five senses, but Gao Changkong calmly donned a futuristic eye mask, blocking all light and neutralizing the illusion. He declared he had fought Deng Shintong countless times across reincarnation loops and had long since dissected every ability. Undeterred, Deng Shintong invoked Holy Body Blessing, cloaking himself in silver holy light to become a top-tier close combat specialist, and charged with his foil. Gao Changkong responded by manifesting his true, long-concealed power, the Heavenly Dance Treasure Wheel. Massive blue Sanskrit runes condensed into a colossal rotating wheel behind him bearing 6 Buddhist hand seals. He formed the immovable King Seal, summoning thick ancient armor, the Sunwheel Seal, coalescing the Holy Sunwheel sword in his grip, and finally the Meditation Seal, his gaze turning calm and timeless as he announced he had deduced Deng Shintong's future. Deng Shintong, far from fear, smiled with rising excitement and transformed into a beam of light, sword leading, to clash with the self-proclaimed victor. Meanwhile in Tianhai City, Zhang Yi completed absorbing the essences of Kanuta and Takeuchi Mayumi. The Vice Captain Kanuta provided a modest boost, but Takeuchi Mayumi's ultra-rare time-based ability triggered a miraculous awakening of a long-dormant power within Zhang Yi. His perception shifted irrevocably, the world became bizarre and surreal, and he knew his vision would never be the same. His teammates watched with awe and anticipation. Zhang Yi ordered them to rest and receive treatment from Zhou Kor at his shelter while he returned to Blizzard City alone. Dismissing a helicopter as too slow, he stepped into the void, teleporting a kilometer per stride, vanishing instantly. Bailey Changqing and Wu Di noted his spatial teleportation range had vastly increased, confirming his strength had surged anew. Local Tianhai forces escorted the injured Tengu squad members to Zhang Yi's shelter where Zhou Kor waited to treat even missing limbs.